It's the All-Star Game, and the Home Run Derby, and the Celebrity Game, which actually was somewhat mildly interesting this year, I'll have to say. First of all, congratulations to the winner of the Home Run Derby for winning the Home Run Derby. I don't know who that is. This is being recorded on Monday afternoon, so before it even started. As for the winner of tonight's All-Star Game, I'm going to say the American League too, especially given the wealth of pitching that's in. I mean, for Blake Snell of the Tampa Bay Rays, one of the top 5, I'd say, pitchers in the American League, to have to get into the All-Star Game as a replacement to a pitcher who can't play. That tells you the depth of pitching wealth in the American League. However, I have a few problems with the All-Star Game, and Joe, you and I kind of talked about this the last time we filmed together. And this only actually got reinforced recently with the announcement of the Home Run Derby brackets. First of all, and this is my big problem, there's only one American League player. And to think with all the guys like Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Giancarlo Stanton, none of them wanted to do it. I understand that a lot of players now feel that the Home Run Derby breaks their swing, and that's understandable. But to have almost every single American League player say, no thank you, I don't want to do this, in what has traditionally been a 4 American League versus 4 National League type format, that's amazing, and not in a good way. Here's another thing in a good way, the lack of name recognition, and this is one of the biggest problems with the Derby this year. Last year we kind of had a very big name recognition in that we had Giancarlo Stanton, but also big rookies like Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, the eventual winner, Gary Sanchez, all big names and have name recognition. You don't really have too much of that this year. Yes, you have Bryce Harper, who's still a superstar even with his terrible year he's having, and I'm certainly excited for guys like Freddie Freeman and Rhys Hoskins. But are you really going to get me to try to be hyped about guys Max Muncy, Alex Bregman? I'm sorry, even I'm not hyped for that, and that's saying something. And remember, the Home Run Derby, aside from the All-Star Game, is the big draw of this week. There is no 3-point skills competition like the NBA has with their Slam Dunk and their All-Star Game. It's the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game, and if you don't like one, the other, or both, that's going to hurt your experience. We talked about a few ideas together. Joe, I know you liked the arm challenge where you throw from the outfield and maybe you hit a target, you have to throw who has the longest throw, something like that. I would also be in mind for who can run the bases faster. With inside the park home runs and Little League style home runs, I would like to see who can get from home all the way around the bases back to home in the fastest time. And maybe you have like 3 chances and the average time or the fastest time, however it is, and then you see who has the fastest time out of maybe like 10 players. I would love to see that. And finally, I'd like to say bring back stakes into the All-Star Game itself. I know that determining home field advantage of the World Series was only a recent thing based on a tie that occurred, but it actually brought some intrigue to it. Like, let's say you were the Seattle Mariners, who are currently in the wild card. You only have 2 players, none of which are starters, but you're like, hey, the Mariners could very well get into the postseason and to the World Series. Let's see if my team would have the all-important home field advantage. That is something I like. And now that you've kind of reverted back to the format with alternating years being AL and NL home field advantage, you kind of lost a little of that. So to sum it up, the All-Star Game is still good. I'm still going to watch it. Maybe not all the Home Run Derby, but it could use some improvements to avoid being passé and forgotten about. I'm looking at you, Pro Bowl. Anyway, I will see you, well, I can't say next week, 2 weeks. Joe, I'll see you next time.